Welcome back everyone to this Academy of Mathematics. This is Corrix Mathematics Academy. Today I'll be teaching you on ratios of special angles of 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 30 degrees. The video is actually in two parts. So in the second part, we'll solve questions on these special angles. So subscribe and turn on notifications if this is your first time of joining us. Comment, like, share, tell your friends about the channel so that you can come and feel the simplicity of mathematics right here in this academy. Let's proceed. For 60 degrees and 30 degrees, consider an equilateral triangle of side 2 units as shown below. Now, this is the equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle has all sides and all interior angles equal. And the interior angles are 60 degrees each in magnitude. 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees. Now, watch. Let's get the height or the altitude of this triangle. So it starts from the top to the bottom. And the line makes angle 90 with the what? Horizontal. Let's call it H. Okay, this is what I have. Now watch. These sides are 2 units each. I have shaded the triangle into 2. It means that one part of this is what? 1 unit. 1 unit. So this side is 1 unit. This side is still 2 units. The angle here is 60 degrees. Now, what of the angle here? I have shaded 60 degrees into 2. So here become what? 30 degrees. Here is the height or the altitude of the triangle. That is straight line. Now, let's get the magnitude of this altitude using Pythagoras rule. Pythagoras rule states that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. That is to say, 2 squared is equal to h squared plus 1 squared. 2 squared is 4, h squared is 3h squared, 1 squared is 1. So for correct item, we have 4 minus 1 equal to h squared. This is 3 equal to h squared. Taking the square root of both sides, root 3 is equal to h. So h is what? Root 3. I want you to remember this. Remember this. Sunkatua. Sine means opposite of our hypotenuse. Ka means cos, adjacent of our hypotenuse. And tan, opposite of our adjacent. Now, for sine 60 degrees, that's opposite of our hypotenuse. This is 60 degrees. Opposite it is root 3. The hypotenuse is what? 2. For cos 60 degrees, we have adjacent of our hypotenuse, opposite adjacent hypotenuse. That's 1/2. For tan 60, we have opposite of our adjacent, opposite adjacent. That's root 3 over what? 1. Now, what about 30 degrees? For sin 30 degrees, we have opposite of our hypotenuse. This is 30. So opposite it is 1, hypotenuse is 2. 1/2. For cos 30 degrees, we have adjacent hypotenuse. Opposite adjacent hypotenuse. That's root 3/2. Root 3/2. For tan 30, we have this. Tan is opposite of adjacent. Opposite adjacent. 1/√3. So these are the special angles these are the ratios of the special angles, 60 degrees and 30 degrees. So now let's get that for 45 degrees. So now for 45 degrees, this is what we have. We have to consider a right angle triangle whose adjacent sides are 1 unit each. Adjacent sides, we have 1 unit, and we have 1 unit. It's a right angle triangle, so the right angle triangle is formed at this point where these two straight lines meet. Now, if the angle here is 90 degrees, Then these two angles will be 45 degrees. They are complementary angles. They add up to 90 degrees. Good. The hypotenuse is still not known. Let's get the hypotenuse using Pythagoras rule. So let's call here C. By Pythagoras rule, C squared is equal to 1 squared plus 1 squared. We apply the rule here. So C squared is 1 plus 1. C squared is what? 2. So C is equal to root 2 by taking the square root of both sides. Now, here is root 2. So let's get the ratios for 45 degrees. Tan 45 is opposite over adjacent. Opposite, adjacent. 1 over 1. That's 1. Cos 45 degrees is adjacent hypotenuse. Opposite adjacent hypotenuse. 1 over root 2. 1 over root 2. Sin 45 is opposite hypotenuse. Opposite hypotenuse. 1 over root 2. So what do you observe? These two angles are what? Equal to each other. I think something like that also occurs here. Sin 30 is 1 over 2. Cos 60 is 1 over 2. So cos 60 and sin 30 are equal in magnitude. Sin 60 is root 3 over 2. Cos 30 is still root 3 over 2. So sin 60 and cos 30 are also equal in magnitude. So this is how to get the ratios of special angles 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 30 degrees. So the next video, I'm going to apply these angles to solve some questions. I'll see you there. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Comment, like, and share. Tell your friends about this channel. I'll see you in the next video.